3:13 a.m. and the house is silent except for the faint cry of your baby upstairs. You tiptoe down the hall, past the kitchen where the radio still hums low with late-night news about Vietnam, and you see light under the garage door.
Mom is there, alone, flashlight trembling in her hand. She wheels the baby stroller into the center of the concrete floor, the same stroller you rode in as a toddler. She lifts the sunshade, reaches for the pacifier clipped to the blanket, unscrews the rubber nipple with shaking fingers. Inside is a dot no bigger than the period at the end of this sentence. She places it on a glass slide, slides it under a small microscope hidden in the diaper bag. One look. Her breath stops. The complete blueprint of America's new Polaris A3 submarine missile, the silent killer that can launch from under Arctic ice without a sound, is now in Soviet hands. She is not a trained spy. No trench coat, no secret radio, no code book. She is a mom, named Susie Chen, 31 years old. Husband Richard works late at the lab. Son David, 2 years old, sleeps upstairs clutching his blanket. How did a young mother from Palo Alto end up holding the fate of the free world in a baby pacifier? It started with a teddy bear, her son's favorite, Mr. Snuggles, brown fur, one eye missing from too many hugs. It vanished during a sunny campus picnic. Stanford families laughing, kids running, blankets on the grass. 2 days later, a plain envelope slides through the mail slot, no stamp, inside a Polaroid. Mr. Snuggles zip-tied to a metal chair in a dark room. A note in red crayon. Photograph the black binder in your husband's office, Tuesday. Or Mr. Snuggles sleeps with the fishes. She stands in the kitchen holding the photo. Tears fall on the bear's stitched smile. Would you say no? Would you risk your child's favorite toy, his comfort, his sense of safety? She said yes. Not for communism. Not for America. For the little boy who calls her mama when he wakes from nightmares. For the smile she cannot live without. Her garage becomes a secret lab. The stroller gets a false bottom lined with soft foam to protect film. The pacifier becomes a lead-sealed capsule. The rubber nipple unscrews to reveal a hollow core. The diaper bag hides a UV developer in the changing mat. Even the baby powder bottle holds cyanide crystals as a last resort. Every Tuesday at 10 o'clock, sharp Mommy and Me playgroup at the community center. 4 young mothers in pastel dresses. One is not a mother. Mrs. Larson, floral sundress, perfect smile. Actually GRU Lieutenant Olga Kuznetsova. They sit in a circle, sing Itsy Bitsy Spider, pass fruit snacks, rock their babies. Under the nursing blanket, the pacifier moves from Susie's pocket to Olga's purse. No one notices. Neighbors wave from their lawns. Such a devoted young mom, always on time, always smiling. But this was only the first Tuesday. The black binder updates every week. New launch sequences, new acoustic signatures, new warhead re-entry angles for 41 submarines patrolling the oceans. Susie photographs it all with a tiny Minolta 16 camera hidden in the hollow pacifier. Develops the film in the garage at night while David sleeps. The routine is perfect. Microdot in. Stroller rolls out. Evidence dissolves in baby formula. But one night everything breaks. July 21st, 3:14 a.m. No playgroup tomorrow. A green Ford Falcon screams up the quiet street, stops hard. Mrs. Larson jumps out, drops the pacifier on the porch wrapped in a warm diaper, honks twice, vanishes into the dark. A note written in milk stains. Develop now. Deliver by dawn. Or David joins Mr. Snuggles. Susie's heart stops. She races to the garage. Baby monitor glowing red. David's still asleep. She sets up the UV light in the diaper bag. The microdot develops. Frames appear one by one. Polaris A3 Ghost Fleet deployment. 16 submarines under Arctic ice. Undetectable launch windows. One frame shows a Soviet Oscar-class sub tailing USS George Washington. Close enough to fire. Close enough to start World War III. There is no Tuesday playgroup to wait for. She must act now. She seals the microdot into the pacifier nipple with warm formula. Wheels the stroller out into the cold night. Snow dusts the driveway. Street lights buzz. Her slippers soak through. 3:40 a.m., Soviet consulate service gate. A janitor's cart idles by the fence. She walks up like she's taking a midnight stroll with a fussy baby, drops the pacifier into a baby bottle marked L, walks away. 4:15 a.m., Kuznetsova retrieves it. 4:45 a.m., burst transmission from the consulate roof antenna. 6 a.m., Moscow decrypts the dot. 6:30 a.m., Northern Fleet orders the Oscar sub to turn back. 6:45 a.m., Susie dissolves the microdot in Johnson's baby powder. The garage smells sweet and clean. She tells the neighbors it was a diaper explosion. David wakes up smiling. Stroller cools in the corner. The world is saved. But someone saw the green car. 7:15 a.m. Mailman. Frank Torres notices diplomatic plates parked overnight on a quiet street. He writes down the number, reports it to his supervisor. The chain begins. USPS to local police to FBI counterintelligence. July 24th. A beige Chevy Impala starts tailing the playgroup. Agents log everything. Pacifier swap. Talc sent on the blanket. Stroller wheel tracks in the damp grass. July 26th. FBI plants an audio bug inside the stroller frame. Records everything. 3:14 a.m. Plastic rattle. UV light hum. Formula gurgle in the bottle. David's sleepy coo. Mama. They are closing in. July 29th. Close call at the park. An agent dressed as a dad with a Polaroid camera asks to borrow the stroller for family photos. Susie's heart races. She smiles. Use the playground one. It's cleaner. He walks away empty-handed. July 30th. Gulf of Tonkin incident explodes on the news. FBI shifts agents to Vietnam intel. The Chen file pauses, but not for long. August 5th. Surveillance resumes. Photos show Mrs. Larson in dark sunglasses. Pacifier dripping developer fluid in her purse. August 7th. Dawn raid planned. 3:14 a.m. The Impala rolls up. House dark. Front door unlocked. Fresh cookies cooling on the kitchen counter. Stroller gone. In the crib, a pacifier filled with talc. A note in Susie's handwriting. Check the pacifier in the crib. Agents open it. Nothing. They tear the house apart. Hollow stroller frame in the garage. Lead-lined pacifier mold. Minolta camera in the diaper bag lens fogged with formula residue. 0 fingerprints. Sunrise. A rider-moving truck vanishes down the street. 1966. A new family moves into Menlo Park. Same ranch-style house. Same eucalyptus tree. Same red stroller on the porch. Same Tuesday playgroup. FBI closes the file. 41 microdots delivered. 16 Polaris submarines compromised. 3 Arctic launch windows neutralized. 1 Oscar-class pursuit aborted. 0 arrests. Operatives young mothers using baby gear. File stamped dormant relocated. Last trace of Lullaby alive at 91 under alias in San Diego. Still owns the 1965 stroller. Faded canopy. False bottom intact. Still sings Hush Little Baby every Tuesday at the senior center. The pacifier hangs on her Christmas tree. Empty. Labeled David's First. The Minolta camera surfaced at a 1985 garage sale. A film student bought it for $5. She reports the lens still smells faintly of baby formula. Now imagine this. Nap time in your childhood home. You open the old diaper bag in the attic. Warm bottle inside. Faint talc scent. Your mother hums Hush Little Baby from the kitchen. The stroller wheel squeaks when you touch it. Was your childhood a cover? Did your mom ever disappear into the garage at 3:14 a.m.? Subscribe. The next secret drops in 5 days or sooner. If you hear a lullaby at 3:14 a.m.,